What do you think the commissioner should do with Michael Vick?
Well, I think the commissioner is in a unique situation right here. A lot of mouths to feed because Peter wants their piece of the meat. They want to know that did you seriously look at Mike Vick and is he seriously remorseful? But the most important thing I think that the commissioner has to be careful of, because he set the standard with the conduct policy, respect the shield and respect the law. To respect the law. And the justice system has spoken with Michael Vick. They've said, and they've spoken severely, 23 months. So they're saying now, if you come out and suspend him more, does it look like a little hypocrisy here that maybe the commissioner doesn't respect the law? Because this is a different situation.
So what should he do? What should he do then?
Well, I think he should hold off. Don't make a decision right now. And I think he's doing that. That's smart. But I think also, unlike the Pac-Man situation, when we heard later on about all of these meetings that they had,
the private
meetings, he needs to make sure that these private meetings that he would have with Mike Vick are known. So he knows that everybody knows I'm searching Mike Vick head to toe to make sure that he's seriously remorseful. And maybe mid-August, towards the end of August, you start talking about letting him back in the league.
See, I look at what you said about Pac-Man. He needs to take that example. Let him go to camp. Allow him to go into camp. Allow him to work on his craft.
So to conditionally reinstate him.
Yes, but you are still under review. We have not cleared you to play a game because you've done 18 months in Leavenworth. I mean, let's be honest. The guy should not still, right now to this day, be held to anything more. He's done his time.
But if he does that, does Michael Vick not do exactly what Commissioner doesn't want to happen, which is he makes the start of the football season all about Michael Vick.
And you're talking about the start of training camp,
right, the start of
when things
camp.
open up and all the optimism's in the air. See, personally, I say check back with us around August 15th.
Right.
Yeah, but
training
if he
camp
does
is
that,
already opened. You get that chance. Everyone's talking about what more will the commissioner do. He lets him sit there for a while, lets everyone get acclimated to football, then give him a chance to get into training camp. Marshall's talked about it. Give him that opportunity. He'll get in training. Guys, he can start the season on the PUP list, continue to work himself into shape, and be available for someone down.
Regardless of what time, it doesn't matter.
It's going to be the biggest story.
But he shouldn't miss any more game time.
But you got to let the beginning of the training camp be about the return of Tom Brady, be about the return of Brett Favre.
All those things will still exist.
About the return
of
Michael Vick.
Things will still exist.
But in a smaller way, if Michael Vick is on anybody's football field come the beginning of training camp.
But he should not miss any more game time as imposed by the NFL.
Well, you can't play games. Well, you can't have a guy who hadn't played or touched a football in 18 months. You can't have him ready by game time if he's not in training camp.
And no one's trying to have him ready by the first game. He's not going to be the key to anybody going to a Super Bowl. He's going to be an addition.
Well, my question for you then is that if he's not be the key to going to the Super Bowl, then why would anybody want him back on their team? That's number one. Number two is, I agree with you, Marshall. Anytime he comes back, it's going to be about Michael Vick. Doesn't matter if it's the beginning of training camp, middle of training camp, beginning of the season, PUP list, 7 weeks in, it's going to be about Michael Vick. Oh, but the one thing is, if you do not let him go to training camp right off the bat, aren't you affecting his ability to get on a team this year? I mean,
I don't think you're affecting his ability to get on a team. You're affecting his ability to be ready to play earlier in the season. That's what you're affecting. Getting on a team, teams right now are analyzing whether or not they want to take him. These teams are saying, okay, who do we go get him? Do we go sign him? Where do we put him? This guy is going to play for someone.
What quarterback can just come into the league and play without having a training camp? Without having That's a good answer. But spreads out throwing the football around a lot. And let's be real here. Mike Vick is not coming back to throw the football or throw any team towards a Super Bowl passing the football. He's coming back to do what he did, to electrify some team. And can he still do that? To the degree that he did when he left, maybe not. But he was 10 steps ahead of everybody when he left. So if he fell off and now he's only 3 steps ahead, he's still ahead, and he could be a nice addition.
So if I could sum up, you guys are all on this same page that the commissioner cannot come out this week and say he's back. And I've spoken to him already. You say he's got to be.
You cannot do that.
And so you guys say that he needs to take his time, or you, Marshall, say he conditionally puts it in there. And then we see over the next few weeks something that Vick has to do publicly to speak directly to the fans, to speak directly to John Q. Public and his wife and their kids and say, I get it, because for some fans, Marshall, I know you're shaking your head. For some fans, again, I know Leavenworth is no club fan.
Exactly.
For some fans, they need to know that the time served did get through his skull, that playing in the NFL is a privilege, and you can't do this anymore. I mean, again, I know he served his debt to society. There's some people that need to hear this. They need to hear these words.
18 months of your life taken away. If that does not say that you are remorseful or that what you went through,
well, he had no choice but to serve that, though.
18 months, $70 million of that contract.
I mean, how many statements does he need to make? Does he have to go to the PETA National Convention and do this? I mean, I'm not trying to take it away from it, but at the same time, make the statement. He said it before. He'll say it again. Make the statement, and then after that, it's all about action.
And let us be careful with this, Rich.
Playing.
Let us be careful, because we all think what went on with Mike Vick, what transpired, was horrific.
Exactly.
It was horrific, but he has served his time. It was horrific. We're not sitting here, look at the players, upholding for the player again. Yeah. It was horrific, and he was dead wrong. He was dead wrong. But time has served.
He did serve his time, no doubt. But I have said that what he should do, it's 5 letters, 1 word, Oprah. Got to go on.
That'll make
some sort of platform where he's speaking
one
to
couch
America.
Session with the mighty
That's it. That's it. Where he says, "This is what I went through," and just be honest about what he did and what he's gone through. Fans can.
So as long as he doesn't jump on the couch,
Marshall, we got to hear from him. I know the producer saying we got to get. We got to hear from him.
And we do have to hear from him.
And he will. And he will.
That's what the commissioner wants to hear.
And we do.
And he will.